got in from California.
Somewhere.
So
here we are, folks. It's been a long time. This is really just, it's not even an update, I guess. It's just us talking to you about some of the things we've been doing. Clearly abandoning any sort of show. But we've all been busy. Everybody's been busy. Quite frankly, as far as Crep from the 80s, I've talked about it before. I don't know what's happening with it. Tansky, I basically left it in his court. I said, when you can get together and do it, let me know. Because I have a much more open schedule than he does.
Yeah.
And instead of me always being like, hey, can you do this? No.
Yeah.
You know, like,
right.
You tell me. And it just, he hasn't.
I mean, he was gone for some days.
I mean,
and then we left immediately afterwards.
Well, his late September through October has been pretty busy.
I mean, it's the busiest time for Fright Racks.
Yeah, so I'm sure a show will happen again.
Well, I
Same
think
with Gourmet Scum.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
we're done traveling. You know, like now we can go back to a normal like weekday. Like today's what's today? Monday. we usually do the show like on a weird weekday. Usually when Riv's around, so it's a Monday or Tuesday or something anyway.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm sure there'll be some shows recorded at some point.
Yeah.
We are about 2 days away from Halloween. And
that was Halloween.
You guys are passing out candy.
Yeah.
We don't get people on our side of the street.
Nah, that's
but we're taking River out trick-or-treating. Me, Tansky, his daughter.
Oh, so just record an episode on the road. Just walk around.
We're going to Halloween Street, finally, which is a street that's about 5 minutes from me. Riv's never been, but I've been telling him the legend of this street since we've been here.
I've never seen this.
I've seen it, and he will love it. And Tansky went last year because I told him, and he loved it. So, finally doing it.
Weather should be great.
It's going to be terrible, as always. He's dressing up. He's just wearing a pumpkin suit.
Yeah.
A scary metallic pumpkin mask, a wig, and that's it.
He's Death-O-Lantern.
I guess. He had nothing this year. He was like, I have no idea what I want to do. I was like, well, let's improvise. So we did.
That'll be good. It'll be spooktacular.
Yeah. I'm going to do a live video coming up. In fact, it might even be tonight.
Live show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be tomorrow. Or just another live show where I'll talk to people and show off some of the sort of pickups and stuff that I got recently.
Hauls.
Yeah. Which surprisingly...
Wait, have you?
Well, I did. I mean, I've got...
I mean, don't tell them.
Yeah.
Save it.
Surprise them.
Yeah.
But we were away twice. We were away basically twice in
a week.
In a week.
I mean, really.
And both times we did say we were going to shoot videos. And he kept saying it, but...
I did keep saying it.
It just was a...
At
RetroCon, I wasn't really in the mood at all. Things weren't really going spectacularly. And I guess we could have done it to pass the time and boredom. Maybe more people would have come through if they saw us like, whoa!
Yeah,
but
right.
I don't know, but from what I gather from other vendors...
It was a shitty con.
It wasn't as good as it was last year.
I mean, financially...
Yeah, financially it was
It definitely wasn't. Yeah, it was a bummer.
It still had there was a ton of stuff that I wanted, believe me. But nothing was gotten. Like, we didn't get anything. Oh, I guess I did. I got the... but I'll show that off. I got the sweet speeder bike.
Yeah, I got a Dino Riders puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
Fully in box, and then I got my sister a
Hug-A-Bunch
doll, which is cool to see. But that's it.
Yeah, I mean...
I bought more last year, too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Again, they had a shit ton of stuff, amazing stuff.
They did.
It just wasn't a very successful...
It was the vibe, too, you know? You just didn't...
It was weird.
It was weird.
And then we had like a 3-day break, and then went off to LA for 5 days. And what was your takeaway from LA? Because mine's going to be a little bit different.
Yours is always
Yours
bad.
will be more positive.
Everything's always bad with you. You don't care. It's horrible.
Not everything.
Not everything, but I will say this. I was having a conversation today with somebody, and you know, I was saying all the things that we did, and then I said, but I don't think I need to go back to LA.
Same with me.
It's not that I had a good time. I really did have a good time, but it's really weird to say it because of how much I guess it was hyped up throughout history, you know, in cinema and all this stuff, and loving movies, you know, our entire lives. I just kind of felt like I've seen it. Like, I saw the things I wanted to see, and it would have to be something like we get invited to make a movie or visit a set, or, you know what I mean? Like, it would have to be something like that. Not that I would definitely go back to California. I love California, but to go specifically to LA, it would have to be something big. Hey, treat or trick. You want to make a movie out of it? Then I'd be, okay,
that's what
let's
I told
go.
people. I said if I'll go back if we're gonna make a movie. If something happens with the script,
that would be it.
If we're gonna make a movie, or if Oingo Boingo gets back together with Danny Elfman.
That's not even a question. Yeah,
we would do it. But I mean, I said the same thing. Like, no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I was not impressed.
Not gonna say that.
I wasn't impressed. I really wasn't.
Okay.
Certainly, Hollywood Boulevard, the Hollywood Strip, I wasn't impressed at all. I was just like, okay, well, this is, in a way, to me, it was a lesser Times Square. And it was like a low budget.
It is a lesser Times Square. 120%.
Almost greasier Times Square.
It was gross.
If that's something.
It was gross.
And I love Times Square.
Love Times Square. I mean, I get it. It's a tourist trap, blah, 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 but I still actually I still get a feeling when I go to Times Square.
Me too. This was fine. This was
okay. Yeah, I got you.
And I also will say that, okay, so we did some location stuff where we went around and saw some very famous locations where they shot some movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And we actually cut that short because I can't even imagine us doing what Bobby planned out for us. Because that literally would have been mind-numbingly terrible.
Yeah.
And Bobby, I love you. And I get it. I totally get it. Because we love movies and we love these places. And
before we left, it was fully the intention.
Yeah.
We were not like, oh no, let's not do this. But we did talk about it before, like when we were on our trip, we were like, well, let's not do it the entire time. But then once you're in it, I mean, we already talked about it. We talked about it to him. Like, just being in that car, in LA traffic.
Because it's just a lot of driving.
Just a lot of driving.
And that's it. Yes, you get that little buzz once you're at the place, but then you're at the place, you take the picture, and then that's it. Like,
it's like chasing a high. I mean, I don't know what it's like to do drugs, but
I would rather toy hunt. You know what I mean?
Well, you know that.
I would have rather toy hunt.
That keeps my high. That keeps it.
I know. I mean...
So we saw the Back to the Future location, and I absolutely got chills. Chills.
One.
I guess sorry.
We went to Marty McFly's house,
that gave me chills. Amazing. Seeing the road gave me chills. The road,
and then the opening to his road, which was actually a different road. Sure. But there was tons more Back to the Future stuff that we didn't do that was on our list because it was just like...
Yeah. I mean, I think we were supposed to go to the mall.
If this is how it's going to be...
Yeah.
I just didn't have the enthusiasm for it. And it didn't help that our start to our LA adventure was not the most pleasant start.
It was pretty crappy.
Our Thursday kind of sucked. For me, the best thing about Thursday was Halloween. Seeing Halloween 2018 at the ArcLight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like probably, for awesome. Thursday, that was like the best thing that we did. And we had seen the Nightmare House. You know, we saw Nancy's house, which was great.
That was great.
And we saw...
The Halloween house.
The Halloween... But is that when we saw Marty's house, or was that a different day?
Marty was
okay.
a different day.
Well, so we did that. But again, we were like coming off of...
We had no sleep.
We
had a really horrible airplane experience. They lost our baggage.
Yeah.
We found out what our sleeping situation was going to be like.
Luckily, I got to where I needed to get to be comfortable.
It was a series of unfortunate events.
It really was.
Not like that day. Did we go to the observatory that day?
No,
that was the next day.
That was Friday.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Or Saturday.
No.
Are you sure?
Friday then.
I don't know, because we did do stuff after Warner Brothers. But was that...
It wasn't the observatory.
Really?
We didn't go... Saturday is when we went to,
Is that when we did Marty's?
I don't know. We were there Thursday to Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't remember all that we did on Thursday.
Yeah. Anyway.
But, yeah. But, I mean, we saw the Hollywood sign, went to Griffith's Observatory.
Which was awesome.
I thought that was really cool.
It was great. Breathtaking, if you will.
Seeing that kind of stuff is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that. Obviously, we don't have palm trees. We don't have 80-degree weather.
Mountains.
Physical mountains out just staring. We went to Magnolia Boulevard, which was pretty cool. We saw the Karate Kid. We saw Daniel's apartment complex.
Oh, yeah, we did do that. Okay, yeah.
Then we did the attractions.
Which were the best part of the trip for me.
Oh, yeah. But that plays into what we were saying where we're good. Because we did those things, it's kind of like, unless we were shooting something, it's like, we did those things.
Yeah.
But the Warner Brothers tour, what'd you think?
We did the Warner Brothers tour.
I thought Warner Brothers was
great.
Actually.
Yeah, it was great. It was way better than the Universal tour. But I guess if you were doing the VIP Universal tour, where you get to actually go to more places,
the clock tower.
You walk around, you get to take pictures and all that stuff, I'm sure it would have been right up there. But we did Warner Brothers, and we were able to see the things that we wanted to see on that tour, which were fantastic. We saw Jerry Dandridge's house, which was great. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing. Yeah. The Monster Squad Square, Gremlins stuff, all that shit. We were able to do all that, which was fantastic. Seeing, where they shoot Big Bang Theory, that was a great... I thought
it was just really, eye-opening.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that you wait 5 hours, that you're there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Even through screw-ups, line changes, that's cool. I would love to do that. I would love to experience that. That would be super fun, yeah. So that was great. That was a highlight of Saturday, for sure.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And they gave us a VIP experience, too, for that, which was great.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the same night that we went down to...
Cantina?
Well, that whole thing. Yeah. The boulevard, the famous boulevard. We saw the Max.
Yeah.
We didn't go in, and now I kind of wish we would have.
I regret it. Yeah.
I do wish we would have spent the money. It was timing-wise, too. No, actually, that was the night we went and saw Halloween, because the timing didn't work.
Oh,
because if we would have had to go to the dinner, we wouldn't have made the movie, and we had already bought tickets to the movie. But anywho, the Max, we saw the outside of it. We went to Scum and Villainy Cantina, which was obviously it's a cool looking place.
Yeah.
It was dead.
It was fine. Yeah, it was dead. The atmosphere was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Then we went and saw...
we finally went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh, that was great.
Delicious.
That was amazing.
The legends are true.
Yeah.
And,
it was really good. I wish I would have bought a t-shirt. Oh, they didn't have the one I wanted.
For you LBP fans and Tapehead fans, we've talked about Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles forever, and we finally went.
That was really fun.
And it was great. It was delicious.
That's right. We went to Venice Beach.
That was fun too. I actually liked Venice Beach.
I wish we would have went earlier in the day.
Yeah,
because we went right at dusk, which was fine.
We went to Venice Beach, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier,
Oh, which was cool too.
which was
Yeah.
also very cool.
Yeah.
That's where we saw Rose McGowan.
Yeah, we did. Oh well, so who's
At the
actor?
ArcLight, we saw Pablo from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yep.
He was right next to us getting popcorn.
Who else did we see? We saw one more celebrity. Oh,
There?
duh, no,
Oh,
at
we'll talk
Universal.
about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we gotta. Yeah.
I mean, we did see
gotta-
celebrities. We just didn't quite know who they were, because there was the premiere of that show.
Oh,
at the
so
ArcLight.
there was the premiere of the Romanoffs there, which if you're a Mad Men fan like I am, it was different. Not like the main. You didn't see like Christina Hendricks and some of the
maybe
main
she
ones.
was there
She probably was, but
in the theater.
you saw some other kind of like, oh yeah, that guy. I remember that scene.
Yeah.
And who knows? There was probably a ton of celebrities that we saw that were not people
Yeah.
that we knew because.
So at Venice
LA.
Beach, we did see Rose McGowan. She was getting ice cream next to
Mhm.
us as we were getting sandwiches.
Yeah, but we were getting really good Greek one then.
They were
That was
delicious.
good food.
Hot and spicy.
We had a mix. We had some great food and some meh food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had like that Mexican food that was okay.
Eh.
So Universal.
Universal was Sunday,
Mhm.
and we did basically the whole day there. City
Oh,
walk.
it was the whole day.
Yeah,
I mean, we got up and like that's what we did.
And it was great. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, and because
Voodoo Donuts, people.
Voodoo Donuts was great. That
brewery
place
I
we-
found.
Yeah, that brewery place was delicious.
It was really
great
good.
food.
Carl Strauss Brewery was
It was
fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, so we had fast passes
Which was
to
phenomenal.
to all of the rides.
Always do fast
and
pass.
all of the Halloween Horror Nights
Spend the money.
mazes.
Spend
And
the
we
money.
did everything we wanted to do.
We did.
It was great.
We
We,
really did.
barely waited.
The
for-
most we waited was 20 minutes at Harry Potter because the ride was shut down.
Yeah, but
But
That was
for
nothing.
the Hogwarts ride, that's nothing. That is nothing. Like, they don't do that. At least the last year when we went to Universal in Florida, we had fast passes, but they did not apply to Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
And at California they did. So that was awesome.
so yeah, I mean we did every ride we wanted to do.
Yep.
And it was fun.
Yep.
But this is, and then like, so this was the start of like when things started breaking down.
Well, no, it was,
About
yeah.
5, maybe 6 times throughout the next day or
2 days.
rides while we were on them would break down.
Yeah, Harry Potter broke down on it.
But it didn't take anything away.
No.
The only thing was the next day that was like, oh, that's a bummer. But
Yeah.
um,
Way to cap off the trip.
yeah. End it shitty.
Start.
Start it shitty.
Yeah.
So we did, and then we did Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. We did that tour, which was fine. It was fine.
Yeah. Jaws.
They didn't show us everything that they could have shown us.
No.
That's for the $300 VIP tour.
Yeah, that's
Um,
rubbish.
but I mean, we did see, Bates Motel and all that stuff. We saw where they shot some Jaws and
yeah.
different shows here and there, all that good stuff. But Horror Nights, so we did the mazes and the scare zones, and it was fun. It was totally fun.
It was super fun.
But I would say it's not really scary.
I went to the thing that you talked about, though.
Dark Matters?
I did.
You guys did go?
We did. We went on Saturday.
Oh.
I didn't get scared at all.
No, not at all?
Not at
once?
all. Yeah, and I was like, what is this guy talking about? And Nisha was like, does it get scarier? Was
Oh,
Halloween Horror Nights scarier than this?
We
And I
had
was like,
fun.
I jumped at Horror Nights multiple times. Whereas this, I was like, okay, that's cool. Yep, that's really cool. I didn't jump. But hey,
I mean, we
Tomato,
jumped.
tomato.
I jumped a little bit at Halloween Horror Nights, but like, and I'm not saying that I jumped at Dark Matters.
yeah.
But I loved at Dark Matters the interaction more.
I
Whereas
love
Horror
that.
Nights,
I love
there was
that.
zero interaction.
100% I agree with you. Yes.
That's what I like.
Yes. That, and I said that, and we all had a fun time.
It was fun. You did 4 mazes.
Yeah.
It was fun at Dark Matters.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Halloween Horror Nights, we did jump a lot, but the thing is they don't... This is a very, like, precise, strategic attraction for the mazes.
Mm-hmm.
It's set at certain noises.
Mm-hmm.
The characters just come out and then they go back in.
Mm-hmm.
They're people in outfits and stuff, but they don't do anything. They just go, "Nope," and then they like go back to hide for the next like 4 people to come through. But because of where you are, depending on in the line, you already see the scare ahead of you.
Yeah.
And then when you walk by, they do the same thing. So it's like...
So that I will say that's a problem, is that because there's so many people, and they're like, you can see, like, the Stranger Things specifically.
Yeah.
There's just, like, 40 people ahead of you or something, so it's like, you're seeing everything that's right there.
Yeah.
But there was times that I got caught, like, in the Universal Monster one.
That was
I
my favorite
I was
one.
like, whoa.
Universal Monsters,
that
they
was
really
great.
did a great scare.
Yep.
They did some good jumps
Yep.
that got me the most there.
Walking Dead, the worst. Like, I hate that that's an actual attraction.
But there was another one that
ongoing.
was pretty terrible too, right? There was another one that was just like, oh, we walked right through it. And like nothing. I guess Stranger Things. But
Stranger
like,
Things.
That was more detail.
Yeah.
That was more like, wow, they recreated this beautifully.
Because the Poltergeist was fantastic. Set design.
Good detail, yeah,
Yes.
good detail. And maybe like one
Maybe,
scare.
yeah, but it looked amazing.
Yeah.
I thought the Blumhouse one, I remember Truth or Dare scared me multiple times.
Okay.
It was Truth or Dare,
It was one of those that did
Unfriended,
it, right? Did
and
Purge
The Girl.
do anything?
The Purge was the one that was like, it was kind of, no, because they did jump out at you.
I can't remember. Because there was like a few that like, woo, you know?
Yeah. Oh, like Halloween. Was that scary? Halloween
I guess.
4?
Yeah, I mean, that was alright.
Yeah.
The one that stands out to me was the Universal Monsters.
Yep. Yeah, that was great.
Both in detail and in jumps.
Oh, and the Holidays was really cool.
That was
Wasn't
fun
scary,
too.
but
no,
it was
just really
freaking
awesome.
great.
It was like hell holidays in hell or something like that.
I don't know.
Those were great. That was cool.
The giant Krampus walking on stilts coming after
and there was
people.
like there was a leprechaun.
There was a leprechaun.
Easter bunny.
Yep.
It was all that stuff. It was very, very cool.
Yeah. So
but
what else happened that night?
so our friend Sean was with us for the whole trip.
Sean King. PJ.
And he knows a lot of people because he's a cinematographer and a filmmaker, and he's part of the Gooligans, and he knows all sorts of talented and people in the industry and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So one of his friends, who is a special features documentarian, her name is Heather Buckley. She's a big horror fan. She's in the horror community. She's all over. Just look her up on Twitter. She's everywhere. I knew her from her everything that she's done and the documentaries she's done on features and stuff like that. Anyway, so they, I didn't even...
They like knew each other from Long Island or whatever.
Yeah, and so she's, they're hugging or whatever, and they're hanging out. But see, first, we come out of a...
We did see that,
Yeah, I came out, I don't know which one it was, but I go, wait a minute.
It was the Blumhouse. We were coming out, he was coming in.
I was like, that was Tim Armstrong.
Yeah.
And Tim Armstrong, for you folks who know ska and punk, Operation Ivy, Rancid, I mean, everything that he's done for the music industry as a whole.
Yeah. Been a producer for a long time on stuff.
I mean, to me, a ska giant.
Ska guy.
So we were like, whoa, oh my god, that's crazy. And so like a little time passes, and then we see Sean hugging Heather, and we're like, oh, what's going on? And then, so Heather was hanging out with Tim Armstrong, and so Tim comes walking up, and we're just kind of like, hey, you know? And we introduce him, and I shake his hand and everything, and and he just starts talking with us, talking horror, talking the mazes and everything, and then I guess for the next, I don't know, 40 minutes, he's just kind of hanging around us.
Yeah.
And talking to us, and there's Tim Armstrong, and we're just like, whoa, man, this is wild. Pick it up,
But we were very intimidated by that, and we didn't want to be weirdos.
Yeah, so we didn't ask for a picture.
We didn't ask for a
like that.
picture.
I just, and I'm sure he would have accommodated because he was extremely nice.
At the end, I would have, and then it was like, oh, we're going. Like they split from our group.
When we split, we just started walking, and then he came back over to say goodbye.
Yeah,
which was awesome. It was just like, well, okay, that's who this guy is. Like,
he seemed like a super nice,
just a cordial,
super
sweet,
nice
down to earth
guy.
dude. And it was awesome, and that was like that's a moment that I'll never forget. It's like, wow, Tim Armstrong is just hanging out with us.
Yep. Well, he also doesn't sound like that.
No, he doesn't.
He sounds like a completely normal human.
Anyway, so that was fantastic.
That was great.
That was a great time.
Yeah.
And then we did all of the horror mazes. We did all the rides. We got our butterbeer. We did everything that we wanted to at Universal.
We did.
And we went home, and it was a great night.
And you went on a lot of rides. That you
I
would
did.
have never,
I tried some.
ever done.
I tried rides that Katie tried to get me to do.
Tried to do the
3
Mummy.
different times that we've been to attractions. So I finally did the Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
I did Splash Mountain. We did Big Thunder Mountain,
which was. I thought that was fantastic. I was like, this was so much fun.
It was fun.
I was scared
we
as
were
hell
screaming.
going.
I mean, we were screaming.
Yeah, it was really fun.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
We did the Harry Potter ride that I didn't get to do the first time that I went to Universal.
Indiana Jones.
Oh my god, that was
super fun.
But that was Disney, right?
Yeah, but Big Thunder Mountain's Disney as well.
Oh yeah.
Splash Mountain.
Okay, yeah, but I was talking about that anyway. So Sunday, it's over, and we knew some evil was coming.
We gotta hurry.
Okay, well,
for me, you can.
So Sunday.
We knew there was evil coming.
Yeah, because
we
were looking at a day full of car.
Yeah.
Because
it was the last day.
It was our last day there, Monday.
Yep.
Well, Tuesday we were leaving, but the last day to actually do something fun.
Yeah.
So we were, Bobby was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to all these, all these chill locations.
Yeah,
relax.
Let's drive an hour and a half, go and sit in a car an hour and a half, which is always longer.
Yeah.
In LA.
Yeah. It just would have been a day full of driving, being in a car.
Yeah.
And getting out a little bit here and there to take pictures.
Yeah.
So when myself, and Sean really wanted to do Disney.
We sure did.
We wanted to go to Disneyland, and it was kind of like, big kids, big brother bullying the little brother for us to go to Disneyland. Because really all we had to do was say, "Hey Bobby, we will all chip in your ticket if we can just go to Disneyland." And he was like, "Okay." So we went to Disneyland.
Thanks,
to experience Disneyland in California,
Yep.
which none of us had been to.
Yep.
And overall, I did not like Disneyland, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. But the rides were fantastic. Now I want to do those rides in Orlando. Because I absolutely love Disney World in Orlando.
Yeah.
But as a park at Disneyland, it was overwhelming. Very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you do anything if you were to plan a full day at Disneyland to get in everything that you want to get in, because it was just... I've never seen so many people before in one place. And that's probably due to the size of Disneyland, which is much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
than Disney World, where they have a little bit more leeway.
A lot of it.
And it doesn't feel as
Yeah.
like claustrophobic as
Yeah.
Disneyland did.
I mean, that's the advantage of Universal California is that you don't have everything that you'd want to go to is right there. It's all in one spot.
Yeah.
Whereas in
I mean, you travel down.
You travel
escalators,
down,
but it's
all in
there.
one spot. But
yeah.
But the Disney thing, I would never ever go back to that Disney ever.
No.
There's no after having Florida, there's no reason for it.
Yeah, and the best ride for me was the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was in Orlando.
Well, I wish that too. Yeah, it was so much fun.
But now that I've done the rides that I did at Disney, I can just do them in Orlando.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we don't really hang out at the Magic Kingdom in Disney. That's the thing. And this was like the Magic Kingdom.
well, I loved Magic Kingdom when I went the last time.
Okay.
I did love it.
Yeah.
I just didn't do a lot of the rides.
Yeah.
And it was raining the whole time.
Well, that's miserable. Yeah, that's another thing. California, the weather cannot be beat.
Yeah, it was
Like, it,
fantastic.
the whole time. But, yeah, I mean, Disney, I wouldn't say I hated it. I just had it just is not as good as Florida. So it's kind of like,
No.
why would I want to do it?
So I'll never need to go back to Disneyland.
So, why don't you just talk about the last thing that we did?
Well, we went on because we really wanted to do
The whole reason we really
the
wanted.
Nightmare Before Christmas version of Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And so we finally did it, and it broke down.
But it broke down
This was
completely.
This was our 6th breakdown in 2 days.
At least the other ones, there was
Started
a little
up
bit of
again.
a wait or whatever, but this was...
This just didn't start up again.
Nope.
This stopped, and we were there for like 25, 30 minutes. And so the people had to come
And walk us
and
off.
walk us through the rest of the maze. But you saw it. So you got to see, you know, the nuts and bolts of Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
It just would have been cool to finish the ride.
Yeah.
And that ended the night pretty much for us.
No, that was the last thing we were going to do, and it was the last thing that that was it. So... And that was it. That was our trip.
That was our trip.
So, no more trips for the rest of the year. Other than, I'm gonna go to Toronto, visit family and stuff, but no more big trips.
Yeah.
So we should be able to do more stuff
Hopefully.
in this winter.
Hopefully.
Winter is coming here to Western New York,
That's right.
as it always is.
It is rearing its cold, crisp, terrible head. But we're moving Halloween away and making way for my favorite holiday of all time, Christmas.
Yeah. Festivus, yeah.
So it's going to be mucho Festivus around. So that's it, guys. So like I said, we'll probably do some shows coming up.
Yep.
And I'll do a live show coming up real quick.
Today, it's probably right now.
Might be
Actually,
tonight,
watch it now.
There might be tomorrow night. Who knows? But a live show is coming real quick, and there you go. There's a small little update of what we've been up to and all that good stuff. So, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.